All right, guys, so this video is going to be a little different today. It's a little bit mixed up. We got a very early start this morning to get one of our tow trucks sent out to a funeral procession for a fellow tow truck owner and driver that passed away. So Raymond's on the road. It's a rainy day. Mike had to run to a doctor's appointment. But most every morning we got to get everything driving and going. So Christian comes in. He gets to his computer first thing.
Hello,
Here's
everybody.
the lovely Christian this morning.
Good morning.
And usually mom's walking in about this time. If Julie's in, Julie works part-time, so some days she's in, some days she's out. But we kind of try to catch up on everything. There's always a lot of things hanging. There's always a lot of things going on. It's not just somebody walks in and says, I want to buy a car, you buy a car. We've got email leads. We've got voicemails. We've got eBay, which we'll lead in that in a little bit, which is so stupid. We've got the normal laundry list of scams that Christian has. Like, oh my gosh, we sold 3 trucks overnight. I'm like, no, we didn't. Taiwan and all these other places didn't buy a car overnight, so we got to get past that. So many scams, so many things we got to follow up on. Lots of customers requesting things. So this is also when that happens. If you requested something at 8 at night, we're not seeing it till 9 the next morning. That's when Christian gets on it and says, hey, where's this truck at? Is it here? Is it there? Can I go take pictures? Can AJ get it? Can you get it? Customer wants a video. Customer wants to stand on one hand, foot in the air underneath the truck, and take a picture of the left front lug nut. We'll take care of it, whatever they ask. So there's always a constant catch up in the mornings. Christian gets the vehicles loaded, so we try to get those, checked in, where the vehicle's at, because Alvin in the back, one of the few that's not in here, you guys don't see him on camera too often, but he's getting the truck ready. What better time than when it's freshly detailed to get the photos taken? Well, if that doesn't happen in a quick process, AJ's gone to get fuel. Mike's gone to test drive it, make sure the AC works, and go get a snack. I'm in it to get it to the service shop. Service shop comes here sometimes and picks them up, gets them ready. There's no telling where they may end up. So we jump on it. We try to get the pictures. That way everybody's familiar. And Christian's the one answering the phone a lot too. So if somebody calls and says, hey, what about that green OBS? He's like, what green OBS? I don't even know we had a green OBS. Mom's got to process the paperwork. He's got to know about it. I know about it because I'm the one that bought it. AJ knows about it. The transporter knows about it. But sometimes Christian doesn't know it. It might be 10 or 15 vehicles that aren't checked in because he doesn't have the paperwork flow. So there's always a balance of that too. What else you got on the agenda this morning?
About 100 emails I've got to answer.
Yeah. So trucks at Davis Auto Sales, and I caught a heck of a chunk of metal in my finger last night. Trucks at davisautosales.com goes to Christian. Also, Trista kind of overflows on that. Just realize, again, when you send an email, he tries to go through them in order. I stand over his shoulder sometimes because I'm anxious because we're waiting on something. And sometimes he has a list.
Lovely list.
Yeah, so that list is also because I don't like texting him when he's driving, and then he's going to say he ran over a squirrel due to my texting him and disturbing him. So I've learned that when I get in here early in the mornings, I walk around with a list, and I'm like, we got to do this, we got to do this. Also on that list are the Thunderbirds. Okay. We need to get it updated. That's not on the list. Thunderbirds need updated window stickers. So we try, guys. And again, your emails will get attended to. Christian is very thorough about clicking through them in order and going through the most important, which also includes emails from me. We email internally because he has to have the description for the vehicles, pricing, other things like that. He'll also be getting emails from Mom and Julie like XYZ customer is funded for the 2025 tow truck. They want to come get it. Can you please send the paperwork? We do a lot of paperwork through DocuSign. That also comes through Christian. A lot of older fellows are scared of DocuSign. Don't be scared of DocuSign. If it's coming from us and you're buying a vehicle, it's not a scam. Do be scared of DocuSign if that's not the case. That you didn't buy something. Don't sign something on DocuSign if it's coming from a random place. But Christian prepares those papers. DocuSign's super easy. You go through and hit the buttons. Well, we got 8 pieces of paperwork to a sale.
Literally.
About 8 pieces of paperwork to a sale. Bill of sale, buyer's order, buyer's guide, warranty documents, delivery confirmation, title forms, all the forms you got to have. We don't try to keep you tied up. If you're here sitting at this desk with Mike, which is who closes most all deals when you're here. He closes all deals when you're here at the desk. I make sure of that. That way nothing gets overlooked. If I sit down to do it and get distracted with a phone call, might miss something. So Mike closes all the deals unless he just happens to be at a doctor's appointment or getting a snack. Sometimes we lose Mike on a hot day. We gotta round him up.
Yep.
But we keep him cool under the AC. We even got a fan blowing on his feet. This is his last doctor's appointment for you that follow for his foot. He is signed off and good to go on his foot again. So we'll try to get him in some relay races for the Davis, Davis Auto Sales, the Davis Auto Sales Olympian. What else we got while we're chatting on things? We got some eBay stuff to talk about. I'm gonna sit down and talk about that. You don't know this yet, but I've also got to. We're gonna talk about insurance. Customer that bought the black, really inexpensive Tuscany truck for his son and loved it. Got ran off the road and crashed it already. So insurance company's trying to really run him down a pipeline. So he reached out for some help, and I'm going to explain some things about insurance to you guys that we've dealt with over the years. My great-grandfather was actually in insurance. I learned nothing about it from him, but I have learned from the way customers have to deal with insurance over the years. So we've got some good tips about that. I'm going to bring you guys today. Christian was the one that worked with him for that truck, hand in hand actually, showed him the truck, got the truck set up, got the paperwork put together. He was from one area, son was in another, graduating from school. They had to get the truck finished in the right amount of time. It fell together perfect. They loved it. And I guess it's only been 2 weeks, unfortunately. So, and it's not going to be replaceable, unfortunately, because it was a $15,000. Yeah, like a $15,000 Tuscany edition lifted black, like a black op F-150. And it was good miles. It was 2 owners. We knew both owners. And now it is pretty much totaled. So we're going to work with him to help get the value right so they can at least replace it with something of good value. And we've got some other very unique trucks to post, things to post. We're going to be getting a lot of stuff done today. So a little different video, guys, but this is what we're doing anyway, other than we're usually at Kristen's desk or over at mine or in the back room, catching up on things for the morning. And did you see the palm trees?
Man,
them things spurted up.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, wait till you see those things. And we got new mics. Thanks, guys, for giving us a little mic check. It seems like everybody's real happy with the way the microphones worked out. And, we're always trying to learn. We're always trying to do better. Thank you guys for being patient. We went through a time where it was terrible. You couldn't even hear these videos. And a lot of you guys literally put amplifiers on your TV so you could still listen to us. We appreciate that support. It goes a long way. So we're this little family dealership here. Proud of our, show them the wall, AJ. Oh, yeah, that wall. We haven't ever really done a video about that wall, but a lot of these awards got disturbed when my father passed away. We took them down and put them at his little funeral viewing, and we didn't ever get them all put back up, but lots of magazine articles, lots of things. It's actually a General Assembly letter there from when Dad was part of that. Different Metro Business articles, Virginia Dealer magazine. We got to get some of our faces in there, guys. We got Christian, if you have to, you could wear like a disguise if you wanted to.
That's fine. Paper bag.
Oh, has he learned about brown bear?
Oh, yeah.
We'll tell him about that off camera.
Okay.
Yeah, he might leave. We'll tell him about that afterwards. At least it's not so hot today. Brown bear costume was really hot at 140 degrees in the showroom.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll inform you.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you have a pocket air conditioner?
All right.
All right, guys. We'll get into a couple other things. Thanks for the support, as always. AJ behind the camera, Christian over here. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, guys. Getting opened up this morning. Have my man here at 6 o'clock getting some graphics done on the rollback. You'll see that in a few minutes. Got 2 of these heavy-duty rollbacks in. Getting ready to get those posted today. Yes. I can't believe that is parked in front of the showroom, but it is. Country Squire. Showroom's looking sharp. Got the mega truck back. Get the gate open up, unblocked. Mike's got across the street opened up. Start things rolling this rainy morning. All right, now that we got Christian's filming out of the way, he feels much better. He's probably gonna go up and use the restroom and be back to normal again. So got a few. few we got a few important things today. And for those that are new or don't know, or even actually, I don't think we ever talked about this. This was my desk prior to my father passing away. This front and center customers, dealing with everything. This is also where I ran the off-road shop from this desk. For the longest time, we didn't take any walk-in work to the off-road shop. I would schedule it, order the parts, everything was delivered, and Brian and Daniel literally just did full installs, not interrupted. It worked out really well until we got to a point where the businesses really needed to be divided. Daniel was stepping up to talk to customers. It was working out really well. It put us a little short in the shop because if you talk to a customer, you can't also be in the shop turning a wrench. If you're answering the phone, we got some receptionists. Things finally balanced out really well. And I just could not do it all anymore. It was taken away from the things that we should be doing here at the car lot. But when my father passed, we moved Mike over from our other location to here. During that time, it worked out really well. Things happen for a reason. So Mike stayed at this desk. I took over my father's desk as rough as that was. So while we're at that, let's walk over there. I'm going to show you guys something. So my desk stays very messy. I very rarely get a chance to clean it up, but Trista did clean it up. You can come around here, AJ. Make sure there's no private information here. But in cleaning it up, I actually found a Joe Gibbs. Look at a young Joe Gibbs. Autograph right there. As well as littered with pictures of all my nieces and nephews and daughter, which would have been my dad's grandchildren. And while we're over here, I've mentioned this before. His bug collection. Rhinoceros beetle, which they are around here. Rhinoceros beetles are in Chesterfield. A couple, we call them dry flies. A nest. SS emblem for his Camaro that he was restoring. And big supporter of the VIADA. Shout out. I know a lot of you guys from the Dealer Association watch this. VIADA. Very important thing. That's where Mom has been. I guess at VIADA and NIADA, which they are big supporters. Makes you no money, but it does make you a smarter, better business person. And you can see my piles of notes. So Mac Tools, my dad was a big fan of Mac Tools because his brother, my uncle, David, that you guys see, was a Mac Tool dealer. And my dad was very fond of Mac Tools because of that. Matter of fact, I doubt he ever had any Mac Tools prior to that, but my dad did love his brothers a lot. And a picture of me fishing. So sitting at this desk is not easy. It's not fun, but it is what it is. Thankfully, my dad was at a point where we did not require much of him on a day-to-day. Mom handled the books. Dad handled the executive decisions, and we ran the day-to-day. And once all that was thrown in, put a lot more on me and Mom to deal with, but we did it. Also, a whole lot of, we'll check that out. No, that's something about Route 10 widening. He does have, speaking of that, AJ, there is, and we'll find that for a video. My dad does have paperwork, and I found it before 288 was there because we owned the property before they put 288 in. So that was a huge intersection thing that changed Jeff Davis a lot. Route 1, not Jeff Davis. And then, of course, multiple more awards, which we did not get all of them hung back up after his reception. A lot of them went home. Pictures of our original shop, which we still have. Pictures of our location across the street, putting the sign up with the old raggedy forklift. The eagle and the American flag. Huge, huge, huge things to Dad. He was a big supporter. He was reserves, Army Reserves, I guess it was. So he did serve during his funeral, had a flag over his coffin. and they did the salute and all that good stuff. A lot of that's really great of me currently because it's one of those things you know, it's a memory, but you don't like thinking about it. But anyway, back to regular business. We'll do a whole video about that, but I want to show you guys. Insurance, huge importance to make sure you have the proper insurance on things. I'm going through a big changeover currently with insurance on properties and houses and buildings and other things, vehicles, classics. It's a lot to deal with. It's frustrating to deal with, but you have to do it. The case that I was saying with this customer that I was explaining to Christian with, if you have a vehicle that's modified, it is a fine line with the insurance company. Now, this customer's had insurance with this company for a long time. Accident was not his fault, so it may be where his insurance company has to step in. But basically, the vehicle, the stock vehicle, is valued about $8,000 to $10,000. The modifications on the vehicle, I'm going to do an invoice for him at what that stuff currently costs. It's probably $15,000 in modifications that truck has. The package it has, new, was $30,000 addition to the truck. So we've got to provide enough documents that hopefully the insurance company will bump that value up some so that he gets a good settlement. The workaround for that is, and I always suggested this when I had customers come in. I had customers who would come in and drop $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 on upgrades to their vehicle between stereo, lift kits, tires, wheels, power steps, accessories, custom paint, you name it. It adds up very fast. In the case that you have that amount of value added to your vehicle, you definitely need to add additional insured or insurance, a rider policy. Everybody calls it something different. But you definitely want to have that. So that way when something does happen to the vehicle, God forbid it does, you got the value on the vehicle and you got the value for your, hey, I'll call you back in just a few minutes. Wrapping up a video. You can go ahead. Yeah, go ahead on the excursion. Get that one done first. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Also got Raymond pulling up at that funeral, so hopefully all that goes well. It's a rainy day, unfortunately, but hopefully that goes well for the fellow. Thoughts and prayers are with that family. It's going to be a tough day for them. So anyway, insurance, big deal. Make sure you've got the right coverage. Reach out to your binder, whoever it's with. It's a private company, big company, whatever it is, your insurance agent, your insurance carrier. Somebody there has a way to do it. And just like at your house, let's just say you've got a certain amount of coverage on your other buildings, but you've built a massive garage or you've got a custom she shed or whatever it is. You don't think about that until it's too late. A tree could fall on the building. A tree could fall on the shed. Maybe you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in tools and equipment. If you don't have stuff on there and it burns down, your homeowner policy is going to max out at a certain point. So remember that. Always, it's cheap to add insurance. I added some extra insurance not too long ago on a rental property because I had a storage building there that I had stuff in at that property. So I had my normal homeowner's insurance and renter insurance policy, and then of course the customer had rental insurance as well, but I added some for that, and it was about $20,000, and I think it ended up being like $300 or $400 a year. It wasn't much for the extra coverage, so it was well worth it. Just food for thought on that. We got to pick up a truck at the service shop. We've got another truck just came in. We need to get serviced so that Christian can get it online, or need to get it out so Christian can get it online. Then it's got to go to service. So me and AJ will be shuffling some vehicles. We'll try to plug in a couple more little clips here and there, but we had a couple minutes this morning where it was decently quiet. Phone's not ringing off the hook as much as normal. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, getting loaded up this morning, headed to a funeral procession. We were asked to come out for a tow truck driver that passed away. That was a very big follower of ours through business and through our social media. So he also loved the Squarebody, so loading up pretty much one of the nicest Squarebodies possible on the rollback. Of course, it was in the building Wish we would have cut a camera for me bringing that thing through here. Brought it right through here. Of course, had to move everything out of the way, except for didn't have time to move these because he's already running late. So Raymond guided me through here. You want to talk about good steering? Boy's got that one dialed in. We do have a roof leak that has appeared. We got to get that dealt with. But yeah, wiggle that thing from all the way around and out. Just enough room for it to come through that in the first place. But got it done. So we're gonna spend some time over here today getting things cleaned up, moved around, organized, floors cleaned up, and also back section number 3, we call it, is over full right this minute. We'll get in there in a few, show you what's going on in there. The mega truck has made its way back from the weekend event. Actually didn't even play with it out there, but we ran short on time. The 9-wheeler was more the favor of the show. And the crew cab is just about officially ready to go. We'll get it photographed and checked in today. Unfortunately, the rain is gonna hurt that a little bit. Check out that headliner, guys. She is looking sharp. Dome light working. Looking good. Hey guys, before the tow truck slips out, I did want to mention something that's going to be really fun going forward. The logo on the truck, we have people all the time say, I saw you here, I saw you there, I saw you in Indiana, I saw you in Florida, I saw you in wherever. Now that the logo's on there, I want you guys to photo this when you see it traveling. Anytime you see it traveling, because randomly, now that we're logoed up, and of course we're all over the country doing deliveries to our customers, and you can't miss it because usually there's a truck and a trailer with some beauties on it. One of the last times, I think we got tagged probably 20 plus times when he was delivering to one of the country singers that we sold to, and then a customer, I think in, it might have been Indiana, and then he came back through Ohio. So he was picking up, dropping off, picking up, dropping off. We're gonna do a giveaway, or multiple giveaways. It's not gonna change. We're gonna keep on doing it. But somehow, some way, we're gonna figure out a way to do like you tag, you get an option to win or something to that effect. So now there's no question. When you see these square bodies traveling around, is that Davis? Now you know. All right, we're back from a little side journey there. As you can see, it's pouring down raining. Hopefully these mics work better with the ceiling making all the racket. And while it was raining, I said, you know, now's a good time to put some salt on our palm trees. So I got Epsom salt. I bought it in a bucket. They say that's good for them. So I went over, and I'll tell you guys, if you're my health provider, you might not want to watch this, but I love salt. I have good blood pressure. I don't know how, but I love salt. My grandfather ate salt. So I eat salt. Like, I literally will pinch salt and eat it. I'll sprinkle salt in my hand and I'll eat it. If you guys see me at a restaurant somewhere, you can think I'm some whacked out weirdo licking salt, but I like salt. I used to sit in the woods and I'd cut a little piece off the salt block and I'd just suck on it and chew on it. I like salt. I don't know why, but I do. I like seasoning. Don't eat Epsom salt. It is terrible. I still had a taste in my mouth. It is the worst thing ever. I don't even know, it's like explosive soap in your mouth or something. I don't even know what to say it is. AJ's dying at my expense. Here's the video right here.
You alright?
Don't eat Epsom salt. It does not taste like salt. Alvin's out here getting these two trucks prepped. We actually have a customer purchasing both of these trucks. We just got the funds wired in. Came in late last week, checked them out, liked them. He's actually in the scrap business, so they really won't be used for hauling cars, but that is what prompted me to do this video, is don't think about these things as just car haulers. And of course, today was kind of an emotional day for towing related people, but don't think about these just for that purpose only. These are very, very, very commonly used for a lot of other purposes. We have sold several of these recently to equipment companies. They carry their Bobcat or skid steer. We sold some to a company that carries materials. They want to be able to carry long length of pipe and other things. Tow a trailer behind it, perfect for that as well. Got a couple of these we've actually sold to concrete companies and construction guys, just again for equipment, carrying materials. If you got to go pick up a big load of materials, you can load it, tilt it down, drop it at the job site, come back home. This guy does scrap metal, so he's going to basically use it for hauling scrap. He got two different units. He got a Freightliner 2021 model and I think that's a 19 model F650. So he got two nice, very, very nicely equipped trucks. AJ's going to load it up with gear, and instead of loading it up with gear that is like your straps and your tire straps, things like that, recovery stuff, mainly we'll put heavy duty chains, binders, all your stuff such as that. So these will be equipped a little bit differently than what we usually do. But nevertheless, that's what the customer needs, so that's what we're giving him. Of course, it'll have all its safety gear. It's going to have its fire extinguisher, gloves, triangles, flares, all the other stuff as well. So two cool trucks going to a reasonably local customer. Might be Carolina, if I remember correctly. And both Miller Industry bids. One's a Vulcan, one's a Century. He'll probably never use the wheel lifts, but they're both wheel lift trucks. So again, don't think of these as just trucks for towing cars or hauling cars. Alvin's over there getting them wiped down and clean for him. So they'll still look good, even though he'll probably make them filthy going in and out of the salvage and junkyards pretty quickly. Ball mount on the back. Use it for pulling your trailers. We use ours quite often for delivering 2 square body trucks. So it's all in what you're into. There's your little plug about tow trucks. All right, everyone, it's kind of a wrap for the day. We got a lot accomplished. We got a lot to get put away. You can see the red square body over there on the rollback with the logo on it. Kind of a special day for that. Raymond said everybody was just blown away when he showed up with the truck. So many people walking up talking to him. So many people appreciating them coming out, or him coming out for us on our behalf. And then so many people loving the square body, which is definitely one of the coolest square bodies. If you haven't seen the videos on that truck, scroll back a little bit. Incredible, but it is sold, unfortunately, spoken for. Another unfortunate part, the other truck that was real similar looking to that one, the red and white one that went literally viral on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, went to one of our extremely good customers in North Carolina. We got it delivered yesterday. Did it early morning. We were going to deliver it Monday night, but it got kind of late in the day, and he said, JW, we go to bed when the sun goes down, and we get up before the chickens crow. So roosters crow. Love that. Love that. That's a good old country spirit. Plus, traveling where he's at night would have got bugs all over it. So we delivered it yesterday morning. He got that beast inside, sent me a picture in his showroom. It is amazing. Very, very beautiful truck. Did not ever make its way to the website. A lot of people ask about it. That was a truck that I wish we would have got an exit video, because we didn't even get hardly an entry video. It never went on the website. He saw it, wanted it. We made the deal work. We did the modifications he wanted. Just that particular truck. You scroll back, you'll see it sitting there camming. He wanted some exhaust done the way he wanted it. Pinstripe. A window switch went bad, which led to a window lock actuator going bad at the last minute. It was working prior. We had to fix that. We took care of it. He wanted a couple other little trivial things done. Toolbox in the back. We got everything accomplished on a pretty quick timeline because things are busy right now, guys. The shop is full. My uncle is overwhelmed. Everybody's doing all they can do. But really happy that truck made it to them. He wanted it for the 4th of July. He got it for the 4th of July. Crazy enough, about 10 miles up the road, another red square body that you guys never saw, which also looks almost just like that one over there, made its way home. And that customer texted today. He was checking on his title and loves it. That truck got the 1.0 package from Davis Off-Road. Brian, Daniel, Jake, and Johnny knocked that one out in record time. He got a custom seat. He got tires and wheels and lift and shocks and steering and track bar. Didn't get the steps, but I'm sure that's going to be soon to come. And Alvin in the background putting the final shamami on those 2 rollbacks, getting ready to leave out. So it's been a good day. A lot of stuff moving around. A lot of new stuff to bring you guys. Also, Not going to leave out the three-wheelers. Go over to Davis Auto Sales VA. That is our other YouTube page. It is not an exciting page. It typically just has Christian walking around each vehicle with a little 1-2 minute walk around video. It's great for customers that want to see what a vehicle looks like, such as this Excursion. Every vehicle we load on the website gets a video, and every video goes on Davis Auto Sales VA YouTube channel. But there is a pretty good three-wheeler video on there. You guys might want to go to that page and check out. Basically the first of the Hondas that I have posted for sale, but it's basically a triplicate, quadruplicate for the collection, and it's the one I'm going to sacrifice currently, and that will lead to a few more and a few more and a few more coming onto the channel and coming onto the page, but you will see all of those as they're posted on Davis Auto Sales VA YouTube. So that's a little plug for Christian. Try to get that attendance up on that channel. It's not as exciting of a channel, but still, if you do subscribe, click your notifications, you will see every vehicle that we post without having to go to our website. Thanks, guys, for the support. Thanks, as always. Appreciate each and every one of you guys out there. Davis Auto Sales in Richmond, Virginia. We're out.